The Micra is back. You might remember it was sold in the 80s. That was the first generation Micra. Now they're on to Micra number 4. Not sold for many, many years in Canada, but it's back for 2015. This is a small subcompact car, smaller than the Nissan Versa Note that they also sell in this class. But the big difference with this car is the price. $9,998 is the starting price, under 10 grand for a car with wheels and an engine and a warranty and everything. This is a perfect kind of car for an urban environment. For the launch, they decided to have it here in Montreal.
The Micra was sold in Canada in 1986-87, and then for a lot of reasons, the car was never brought back to market. And a few years ago, we looked into bringing the car back to Canada. The reason why, it's because we truly believe that there is a very, very good market for a small, urban, sexy Japanese car, and we think we're going to be very, very successful with it. Today it is sold pretty much everywhere in the world, 160 markets, and it's going to be sold across the Americas except in the United States.
So that just under $10,000 starting price for the Micra is going to be for a select few people that want basic transportation. You get the same engine, platform, and everything, but you don't get all the interior amenities, and that's what you pay extra for. So a small percentage of people will buy that $10,000 car. Most people are going to probably opt for the car I'm sitting in here. It's the middle level SV trim with the convenience package. That brings the price up to $14,198, $1,000 more, up to $15,000 if you want the automatic transmission. But it has all of the stuff that you really need in a car, all the things you kind of want. It's got Bluetooth for your phone. It's got a backup camera, can you believe that, for $14,198? And it's even got a USB jack, it's got a 12-volt outlet, it's got cruise controls on the steering wheel, it's got radio controls on the steering wheel, air conditioning, power windows and door locks for $14,198. That's a lot of content for not a lot of money. And if you're going to lease that car, it's going to be pretty cheap over 3 years. This isn't a big car. Who's kidding who? The Note really is quite big in this class. It is the biggest, and this one falls right in the middle. I kind of think the back seat is similar to the Fiesta in size, and the cargo area has been uniquely modified for the Canadian market. No other Micra in the world has a split 60-40 back seat. But they decided, because we take larger objects in small cars like hockey bags, hockey sticks, things like that, that the back seat had to split and fold down, and it is standard equipment on all Micras.
So what did we do? Obviously, there are a lot of differences between Canada and the rest of the world in terms of climate, in terms of the road conditions, in terms of the customer needs and expectations. So first, we looked at the car and the technical component of the car, the suspension, the tuning, the wheels, the size of the wheels, the capacity for us to put snow tires on cars. So we looked at the size of wheels. We changed the size of wheels. We made them bigger for Canada. We tuned the suspension to Canada. We changed the interior also pretty significantly. We put the air duct to go to the rear for heating the back passenger. And we know that we cannot compromise on that. This is a key requirement for this market, right?
So this Micra is sold around the world, 160 different countries, not going to be sold in the United States. And what they did was they took the car and modified it during its facelift just for the Canadian market. It also has 2 stabilizer bars. It's the only Micra sold in the world that has that. And it does handle quite well. You do notice though that it's got a short wheelbase and a very high roof line, so it feels a little bit top heavy. But who's kidding who? This is a city runabout, and for the average commuter, it's going to be just fine. We have a very, very strong wind here around Montreal today, and I'm noticing you have to tug at the steering wheel, especially on the highway, to keep it center on the road. And the electric power steering is a little bit vague, so that's maybe compounding the situation. But for, as I said, the average person that's going to have a little inexpensive car to run around town in, this is the trick. Well, this Micra is based on the same platform as the Nissan Note. It has the same engine as well, 1.6 liter, 4-cylinder with 109 horsepower, but this car is smaller. So you have a better power to weight ratio, and the power goes to either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. They didn't go with a continuously variable transmission. They actually took the old 4-speed automatic from the previous generation Versa and put it in this car because it's less expensive and they're trying to keep the price down. And it's a good match. We've got the manual here today and we had no problems getting up onto the highway, merging with traffic whatsoever. And the car really feels fun and dialed in. You want a car that is small, thrifty on fuel, and fun? This car's the ticket.
We looked at the content of the car. We put everything that we believed was really indispensable to have a good car, a good looking car. We didn't make content the key component of the car, but we were extremely frugal and were able to deliver a car which is below $10,000, but which is really a substantial car. Looks good, it drives well, it's going to be fun to drive, and people are going to be proud of having that below $10,000 car.
Now the Micra you see here does have some add-ons. They have appearance packages that start about $199 and go up to $499. Get some nice looking touches like a stripe down the side, the white mirrors, the door handles, some other features, and that's really inexpensive in keeping with the car. There is an old saying, good things do come in small packages, and this little Micra, even the one we have here showing you that just over $14,000, you get a lot of car for your money.
Looking for a small car? All the reviews are available on our website at drivingtelevision.com.
We're very excited to bring it here, and we think it's going to be a good way to attract a new type of customer to our brand. I think a lot of people will see Micra as a great value, but not only a value. They will look at the car as a really sexy car, urban car, Japanese quality and European style. And we believe we're going to have an opportunity to bring new people into the brand and keep them in the brand for a long period of time, and then they will step up to other models in the future.